To anyone out there that has depression, mood swings, anxiety, obsessions, compulsivity, hello. I'm a guy doing his thing, and I don't really have a whole lot to say until I do have something to say, and usually a camera isn't around at that time. I have plenty to say. It's when that camera is right there in my face, I close up. I just don't want to say much. So I'll just have to get over that here for a second. I'd like to put a shout out to Xanthe. I appreciate you. I appreciate your videos. I appreciate your art. I appreciate you reading your novel. It means a lot to me. To wake up and be in darkness, and to look at the phone and look at the notifications, and there's the YouTube thing. Who will it be? I pull it down, and there's numerous people that I've found, and then they disappear, and then some stay around, and it becomes fewer and fewer, whatever the reason is. Morale or moods getting to them, confidence, whatever. I can understand that. One person that has stuck around and continues to make videos for people with mood swings, borderline personality specific, is Mandolin. So I appreciate you. I appreciate your videos. I appreciate what you've done. And if I message or comment, even comment on Mandolin's channel, she'll write me back pretty fast, pretty quick. That means a lot to me. That's compassion. Sad thing is that compassion is not universal. That love that she has isn't universal. It's not on any other channel. Yeah. It's very sad that out of the dozens of people that I've met, and I've watched hundreds of videos for bipolar or borderline or depression, and usually they don't stick around. They don't hang. And if they are uploading, they're not really going to be reaching out or replying. So personally, I don't get that. I don't know why someone would make videos about borderline or depression or bipolar for anything other than making contact, making some kind of contact, personal contact. Not necessarily being able to go next door to the neighbor say hi. It's not really the same. Or going over to a friend in person, not necessarily. Still, why make the videos if you're not making some kind of connection with another person that can relate to you? None of these words are to get people to do it, because people are going to do what people do, and they have their own reasons, whether it's to confront themselves and document it, which they can make all those videos private, and they're not. They're making it public, and then they don't have any will to exchange on what they're talking about, on what other people are talking about, their thoughts and their ideas, any kind of feedback, any kind of input. And something that really does bother me is some extraordinary videos that have comments turned off. I don't even know if I can begin to express how much that's a disappointment. Especially when it's engaging and they have the comments turned off. Again, maybe it's a confidence thing, maybe they don't want trolls or whatever they think that are going to come around. The thing is, there's only so many people out there that are going to respond to certain videos that have to do with mood swings or whatever. So that 3 or 4 people that would have been engaging was sitting there with a no comment. As soon as I notice there's no comment, I just turn the video off. as soon as even if it's pretty engaging, or they could have some amazing message that they're wanting to share. That's me personally. I'm just not into it. It's sad. It is depressing to think that there's so many people posting so many videos where it's just one-sided, where they maybe are thinking that they're going to have some kind of subscriber base, or they're going to have some kind of something that will explode or whatever, and then they don't get it. And then after 3 or 4 months, they only have 50 subscribers or whatever, which is quite a bit. And then they disappear. If that's the reason why they disappeared. Not necessarily. Still sad. Still something that's, from my mind, the way I see it, this outlet can be used for connecting with people, and people don't use it for that. Even if it has nothing to do with the subject or what it is that they're talking about, still people connect with people and not really on the social end of it. It's another thing too is, when you connect in person, you're not really advertising yourself. You're not really putting yourself out there in a numbers way. You walk up to someone on the street and say, "Hey, how are you doing? I like your shirt. I like your hair. It's purple. It looks cool." Well, you're not going to be able to do that with any of this social media. You're not going to be able to let me put it this way. With the social media, It is about the marketing. It is about the advertising of yourself. So you have millions of people wanting that fame, wanting that glory, wanting that money, wanting that attention, and they're not getting it. They have the 50 views, they have the 100 views, and they're not getting it. And they're not getting what my point. Here we have this tool to expand that reach of friendship, of love, of caring, of sharing, and we don't use it for that. YouTube is a social indication of the root of what the majority of humanity goes for, wants, needs, cares for. Now, do we have 5 million videos about saving other people's lives? Do we have 5 million videos about saving thirsty people in South Sudan? And do we? No, we don't. We don't. We have people doing the same thing over and over again. Like, subscribe to my channel. I care about people. I do a lot for a lot of people. I care. Like and subscribe. And then you comment to their video and they don't recognize you even when they only get 3 comments. Who's the pathetic one? Me? Them? Both of us? Still, YouTube is a shining indicator. It's an indication of the lack of how do I put it? How do I put it? It is what it is. Cliche. If humans were better than just being the self-absorbing turds that they are, and I'm not exempt from this, I'm not, then this massive tool that corporate human beings are very aware of would be used for something other than what's coming to me, what's coming to me, what's coming to me. That's my little bird friend over there. He's talking to me. Listen, he's saying some words. He's saying, come here, come here, come here, come here. At least he's happy. Are you happy? Yeah? Are you happy? Alright. We'll leave it at that. I'll go play with him, have a good time. That's my first video. Come along. Maybe I'll do some more. Good night.